Dengue virus. You're chilling on vacation, soaking in the sun, when a mosquito gives you a love bite. No big deal, right? Wrong. That little flying vampire may have just handed you a front row ticket to dengue fever, the viral equivalent of getting jumped by 4 thugs in invisible hoodies. Here's how dengue plays dirty. It's caused by 4 different virus types. If you get infected by one, your body fights it off and builds immunity. Cool, right? But here's the plot twist. If you catch a different version later, your immune system gets confused and accidentally helps the virus. It's like hiring a bodyguard who turns around and punches you in the face. Next thing you know, you've got a sky-high fever, pounding headaches, joint pain so bad it feels like your bones are breaking, hence the nickname break bone fever, and a rash that makes your skin look like bubble wrap. And if it gets worse, you can bleed internally, go into shock, and land in the ICU. Norovirus. You ever been hit by food poisoning so hard your toilet starts begging for mercy? Yeah, that might have been norovirus, aka the winter vomiting bug, aka the ninja of stomach viruses. This thing doesn't play fair. It rolls in fast, explodes your insides, and disappears before you can even Google, "Why is everything coming out of me?" This virus basically outsmarts humans because, first, it's insanely contagious. Like, a few viral particles can ruin your whole week. It spreads through food, water, hands, door handles, elevator buttons. Basically, if it exists, norovirus can infect it. And don't bother scrubbing your hands for 3 seconds like a lazy raccoon. This thing laughs at hand sanitizer. It survives boiling, freezing, and cleaning products like it's trained with cockroaches. Once it gets inside you, well, you'd expect projectile vomiting, diarrhea, cramps, and a strong desire to never trust a buffet again. But here's the evil twist. Your body clears it in a few days, but you're still contagious afterward. So you feel okay and start spreading it like glitter in a kindergarten class. H5N1, avian or bird flu. You think bird flu is just a problem for the birds? Well, think again, because we have H5N1, the sneaky virus that's been playing hide and seek with humans for years. And, spoiler alert, it's winning. This isn't your everyday flu that makes you binge watch TV in bed. Nope. H5N1 is like a viral mastermind hiding in chickens and ducks, waiting for its moment to strike. Here's the catch. H5N1 mutates faster than your phone updates. It tweaks its genes just enough to slip past our immune defenses, making it super hard for our bodies and vaccines to keep up, like showing up to a party where the host keeps swapping costumes. So it doesn't just invade your lungs, it hijacks your cells, turning them into virus factories while your immune system is still figuring out what hit it. What's scarier is how the virus can spread between birds like wildfire. Humans usually catch it by close contact, but luckily, it still hasn't figured out how to spread easily between people. Yet, scientists are on high alert because if H5N1 cracks that code, it could cause a pandemic the world hasn't seen in decades. Marburg virus. The Marburg virus is basically Ebola's older, very scary cousin with a flair for the dramatic. Once this virus slips into your bloodstream, it'll make a beeline for your white blood cells, aka your immune system's soldiers. But instead of fighting back, your white blood cells would immediately get turned into zombie factories, churning out more virus like it's some viral sweatshop. After successfully destroying your white blood cells, Marburg throws a full-blown party of destruction. It causes hemorrhagic fever, which is fancy talk for your blood vessels are leaking like bad plumbing. You get fevers, headaches, muscle pain, and if you're unlucky, internal and external bleeding that looks like a horror flick. And because it's disabled your immune alarms, your body's defenses would barely be able to put up a fight until it's way too late. Lassa fever virus. You think you've got pests, but what if one tiny rat decided to move in without paying rent and brought a deadly virus with it? That's Lassa fever for you, a virus that's outsmarted humans by being the ultimate freeloading sneaky house guest. It hides out in the multi-mammate rat, which, fun fact, doesn't care about knocking before it enters your kitchen or bedrooms, and then sheds the virus in its pee, poop, and saliva. Yep, charming. Humans catch Lassa fever by accidentally touching or breathing in particles from infected rat droppings. So it's basically a virus with a home invasion strategy. What makes Lassa fever so clever is it's sneaky during the early stages. The symptoms often start like a mild cold or flu. You might shrug it off thinking it's nothing, but meanwhile, the virus is quietly multiplying and gearing up to cause serious damage, like bleeding, organ failure, and yes, sometimes death. By the time things get serious, it's often too late for easy fixes. Oh, and doctors can't spot it quickly either, because it pretends to be other illnesses common in West Africa. Lassa fever's survival tactic? Blend in, stay quiet, and strike when you're least prepared. Monkeypox virus, Mpox. So, you think smallpox is gone and we're in the clear? Cute. Monkeypox was just waiting in the bushes, literally. Originally chilling with wild animals in Central and West Africa, Mpox made the jump from monkey to human like it was auditioning for a nature documentary gone wrong. It starts with a cold, fever, chills, body aches, and just when you think it's over, bam! Out comes the painful, pus-filled blisters like your skin's throwing a chickenpox reunion without your permission. But unlike COVID, which flies through the air, monkeypox takes the slow, intimate route. Think skin-to-skin contact, shared sheets, or even face-to-face whisper fights. The virus doesn't spread fast, but it outsmarts us by being sneaky. Most people shrug off the early symptoms. Doctors often misdiagnose it as herpes, shingles, or a really bad rash from that sketchy lotion you bought online. And because the blisters can hide in private areas, it spreads quietly during close contact, especially in places where no one's talking about it. Herpes simplex virus, HSV1 and HSV2. If viruses were secret agents, herpes simplex would be the kind that slips past airport security, changes identities, and lives undetected for years. HSV1 and HSV2 don't just infect you, they move in, redecorate your nerves, and set up a long-term lease. Permanently. The mission begins with a simple kiss, shared drink, or a little intimacy with an infected person. You might get cold sores, HSV1, or genital blisters, HSV2. But just when your immune system gears up to launch a full-on SWAT raid, herpes disappears into the shadows. Literally, it retreats into your nerve ganglia, those clusters of nerves near your spine, and hides. Once it's inside your nerves, it goes dormant, as in totally invisible to your immune system. No symptoms, no flare-ups, just herpes chilling in your spinal cord like it's renting a luxury Airbnb. Then, the moment you're stressed, sick, sunburned, or just mildly annoyed by life, it resurfaces like, "Did you miss me?" The scariest part is that even when it's not causing an outbreak, it can still spread. Oh, and if you're worried about getting it, don't be, because statistically, you probably already have it.